For me, I think if I should pinpoint one thing that is the primary driver for the radicalization, I would say it's the social isolation that these young men and sometimes also girls experience in the Western society. And that social isolation, which is both economically and culturally and the way you are living and everything, and the fact that these people don't see that they have a public voice. Nobody speaks for them. They don't have anyone that they can relate to that represents them. I think that is a key factor in the radicalization. As far as I think that what I've learned from these 8 years of work. And thus it's also where I think we should work to de-radicalize and to prevent the radicalization.
Sometimes I think about, especially in Denmark or Scandinavian, but most in Denmark, it's like the media talk about immigrant, or especially the people I talk about, most of them Somalian people and background Somalian. And for me it's like, since I come in Denmark, was the only thing I hear about Somali talking about journalism in media is about bad things. And that's why the people, they are almost like saying everything, the only thing about they talk about is about us, but they don't never talk about with us. So how can I trust them, the media? They're just making like propaganda or talking about only bad things about Somalia. And these young people, they are vulnerable, and sometimes they are angry, and with debate was in Denmark, it's very hard in Somalia. If you are Somali, you can never integrate into society, you cannot be part of society.
It's very universal, and it's not even that, I mean, it's not like a total revelation. It's like common knowledge that young people are searching for an identity. And if you're not, as a society, willing to let them in to take part of that numerous identities that you can provide as a society, you either react by resenting that society or maybe developing some kind of internal problems for yourself, or you find some subculture where you actually feel that you belong. And in this case, it's a destructive subculture, but it's the mechanisms that I think we really need to understand and accept. And the point for us, I think, is that it's not an isolated phenomenon. We are also, as a society, playing a role in that radicalization, because we tend to look at this person who did something wrong and pointing to him and say, you are wrong, you have done something wrong, we put you to prison. But we never look to ourselves and say, okay, what is the role that we are playing in his radicalization? What is it that we provide to this young person in forms of inclusion into society? And how do we present our society to him as one that welcomes him and gives him opportunities, or one that isolates him because he's Muslim or he's black or he's living in the ghetto or whatever it is?
I feel like I was Danish in the beginning, but after that some people coming and say, you can never be Danish because you don't have the right color, you don't have the right name, or even you go to the club in the night, they say you cannot come inside because you have the wrong color again. And still, so you get some hatred somehow, and you feel like I want to belong somewhere else because I cannot fit inside here because I'm trying my best, but I always get like rejected. You have to accept it, these people, this different color maybe they have, and society, they have to accept it and say they are part of us, and we have to accept it. They are part of society, and we have to include it in the country. But I think many young people will change their mind after that. But if you feel like always you are outsider, so you will never come inside. So it's very hard to try again, because sometimes you have to give up. How long you try? So.